Have you seen that before?
No.
It's Studio 60 on the Sunset Boulevard. It's basically behind the scenes program about shooting a really good comedy show.
Okay.
And it's got Matthew Perry in it and a few other stars.
Yeah, the name rings a bell. Definitely heard of it. Probably in his obituary, I probably heard about it.
Yeah.
Damn it. What? Local news let out it's Tom's brother. Jack's trying to shut him down.
So it's all the stuff like that happened in 2007. So they would hit on current things.
I'm coming.
Where's he going?
Did you have a good Christmas and New Year?
Yeah, it's fairly sort of chilled out. It's my youngest daughter's birthday is on the 20th of December.
On the what, sorry?
On the 20th of December,
20th.
so right before Christmas.
Wow.
And we asked her what she wanted to do. She wanted to see some koalas, so we went down to Longleat because it's the only place I think in the UK that have got them.
Longleat?
Yeah, it's a safari park.
That's in Bath, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's
That's
quite.
a long way.
It's a long way to go, but they had like loads of Christmas lights up there, like a really cool Christmas display. So we made a full day of it, and then we drove back afterwards, and yeah, had a really good time. So then afterwards, Christmas was just sort of pretty laid back.
Oh right. So Bath is about 4 hours away from here.
Yeah, so we went down the day before.
Oh, okay.
Just stayed in like a Premier Inn. Right near it, and then we went as soon as it opened on the next day and stayed more or less until it closed. And then I just drove back afterwards. And then had the next day off work to recover.
I'm not surprised. Did you see the sea lions?
Yeah, kids got to feed them. Yeah, very good. My wife and I had been ages ago before we had kids, so it was nice sort of going back and seeing some stuff that I remember, but obviously they've got a lot more stuff now.
Yeah. So I've never been there. I've seen it on the TV, but I've never been there.
What's the other thing?
It's like I would like to go to Monkey World.
So if it was you over there instead of Mark.
They'd be FedExing my head to my
Yeah, we had monkeys on our car in the safari bit as well, which had never happened before. It's the first time we've actually had them on, and they did break a bit, unfortunately, but it was alright.
Yeah. I took my mum, my niece and nephew to Woburn Safari Park, and I did not take my car through the safari park because I've got a CRV. And you can't lock it from the inside, and all you've got to do is pull the handle on the boot, and the boot opens wide. And it was like, them monkeys are really strong.
They are, yeah. Luckily for me, it wasn't anything like too bad. It was like the rubber seal around my windscreen jets.
Right.
The washer jets. So they pulled those off, but like the windscreen washer still worked.
Yeah.
But there was a car in front of us, and I don't know what they'd done, but they'd disabled the back wiper completely, and it was just sort of hanging limp.
Oh wow.
So I'm glad that's not me. But the kids loved it, like seeing the monkeys on the car. It was just a blast for them.
Well, I've got my mobility scooter in the back of my car, and that day I had my mum's as well. So if they'd got in,
oh yeah, they would have had a field day with those.
Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend for a second. Sorry.
So yeah, it's
Mine's a good one.
I can do it.
I like going there. I mean, if there was where you could like park up and go in like their van or their like bus or something, I would definitely have done that.
Just get a clip on.
But yeah, I wasn't taking my car through it.
It's a lot.
But you don't know how to tie it.
I work in a building with.
It's not covered by insurance either.
No, they make it clear of like, you know, you're going in here at your own risk.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mind.
No, wait. Turn around. Let me stand in the back of you.
It's a funny story that they still sort of talk about.
Yeah.
So when the monkeys broke Daddy's car, they'll remember that, I'm sure.
Do you know, I remember, I think it was another one near Chesington. It was a safari park that we went to on my birthday. It could well have been Longleat, I don't know. I was only about 5 or 6, and we saw the tigers and the lions, and there was a white tiger as well. And then we come into the baboon enclosure, and and one of the big mouths sat on the windscreen. And my dad, being a joker, pressed the washer. it squirted up his bum. And as you can imagine, he tried to tear the car apart.
Yeah, baboons aren't small, are they?
No, no,
They've got big
and
teeth as well.
literally he stomped on the windscreen, so smashed the windscreen. And then, you know, they have them black and white Jeeps that come round.
Yeah.
We had to have one of them come round to get us out. And I got out of the car and it was like, I was shouting at my dad. I was like, I'm never getting in the car with you again. And he's standing there laughing. It was like, that was funny. He was like, no, it wasn't. You're crazy.
You think Luke is back with me to make you
And my mum has got out of the car and she's like as pale as me. And then after I stopped shouting at my dad, I threw up.
Oh dear.
And my mum's going, never again am I going through one of them. And like now, we wouldn't even dream of doing it, but back then it was in the 70s, and going through a safari park was new, wasn't it?
See sometimes footage of like people getting out of their cars to like get pictures of tigers and things, and it's just like, what on earth?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
Yeah, it's. I come up with a saying, and a couple of my friends use it. It's like you can't reason with stupid, and you can't argue with stupid. And I say that. It's like you can't reason with stupid, and you can't argue with stupid. If you're going to be stupid, you're going to be stupid.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's not
I think I heard a similar phrase once which said, don't argue with stupid people because they'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
So you can't argue with stupid because you argue with them and they're coming back with stupid comments, and it's like, that doesn't make sense. But to them it makes sense, so you can't argue with them.
Yeah, that's what's causing the deceleration. So what do we do? Nothing. We just monitor the situation.
So you just walk away. Can't reason, can't argue with stupid.
Blood pressure is very high, so shouting isn't going to.
The thing with getting out of the car at a safari park is you always think like, imagine if you had to by law put on your gravestone what killed you, and just everyone looking at your gravestone being like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
You got out of the car at the safari park.
Congratulations.
It's stupid.
It's just such a waste, isn't it?
Call a real doctor.
It's like there's a thing, I think it's on TikTok or it's on YouTube. This guy got into the lion enclosure, and this lion is attacking him, and he's standing there going, no, like that. And it's like,
Lions don't talk, they don't speak English.
yeah, just like, you just want to say something like, you bloody idiot. And I said, oh, he's a bloody idiot, he's stupid. And Michael goes, so what happens with stupid? Yeah, you can't reason or you can't argue with stupid.
Hey, it's me. Call Ted Goldstein. Tell him it's an emergency. Tell him to call me right away. Thanks.
How's Tom?
He's scared to death.
If it's at all possible, they should be broadcast as the brother of the celebrity.
Someday they did check strange.
Have you ever been to Monkey World?
No. I think I've seen programs about it though.
Yeah. It's in Dorset, I think. So how old was your daughter then?
She's 4 years old.
She's 4 years old.
Yes, she'll be starting school next year. Seems weird. She seems so much younger than like my eldest daughter was at that age, but I don't know if it's just because like you just think differently. When they're older, like you kind of remember them as they are now.
Yeah.
But like occasionally I'll see videos of her and I think, was she ever really that small? Like, was she that young? It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's not hard. You press a button, you go to commercial, and you beat the crap out of whoever's exec producing the thing before I do it for you. You're gonna get this guy's ass dragged through the streets.
I apologise about the swearing on the TV.
It's okay, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Perhaps leave her alone.
I don't know, since it seems to be that since it's out there already.
Or for arguments, keep the lid on the things we needed to shut up about. This is cause they found a way to make the war fun again. Excuse me, Tom. There are 3 of them.
What have you got planned for the rest of the weekend?
Not much. We've kind of been fairly busy for like the past couple of weekends, and then we've got a few more things coming up. So we're gonna do house stuff, I think. Seeing my little nephew tomorrow. He's coming round. He's still a baby, so the kids are excited to see him.
I look at my nieces and nephews, and I just wow. It's like my great nephew. He was 18 yesterday, and I remember him like when he was a week old when I first saw him, and it was like wow.
What? Didn't we win this war once already?
He's 18 and in the army.
Is that a picture of him up there?
Yeah. Yeah, he joined the army when he was 16. Yeah, proud auntie moment when he passed out.
It's a low. Can we not? The fact that we got attacked or the fact that we're fighting back? It's about oil. It's always about oil. We invade, just production in Afghanistan.
But my nephew, his brother, got married last year. And it's like, well, you're our great auntie, so what are you going to be when we have kids? And it's like, auntie. It's like, oh, don't you want a special name? Like, I think it's like Grumps from Michael. It's like, no, auntie's fine. Look, Michael is Grumps, but yeah, I'm fine. I'm auntie. It's like, you'll be a great, great auntie. It's like, yeah, don't make me feel older than what I already am.
It's just easier for kids, isn't it, to have
yeah.
To have to rely on all those times.
No. Wow. Well, for one thing, Arabs aren't from Afghanistan.
So from my niece, I am 7 years older than her. So Michael's the youngest of 7, so it's his sister's youngest. And so we're practically the same age. So when I was like talking about my mother-in-law, I would talk to her as if it's Nan.
Yeah.
And then I'd go back to talking to my husband as if it was his mum. So one time I got myself confused. And it was like, yeah, Nan, no, Mum, oh my God, who are you? And stuff like that. Bless her, she died in 2021. She was 89 years old.
Not bad age, is it?
No. We got permission to go to a funeral because she was up in Newcastle. Because we was in lockdown. We got permission from who is it? Priti Patel. We got permission to go through 3 counties. So at the back, would you like it square or tape it?
Square.
Square?
The Americans are united by the Christians.
It isn't. I'm one of them.
And the Christians either. No Christians, what will he do?
Why can't I make my Christians?
Because you're a good guy, and even you know it.
Alright, you need to go to a library or something, take a class. But Luke thinks Afghanistan is an Arab country.
I saw something online earlier, and it was like, how comes in the olden days, this is how it was like, how come in the olden days, when there was a power cut, how could you still use the phones? And it's like, yeah, they're landlines, they're plugged into the wall. It's like, that's why. But my nephew's going, we got a landline. It's like, yeah. Have you got a landline? Yep. Do you give out your phone number? Nope.
Everyone's got one.
Everyone's got one. We need it for Broadband.
Now I gotta write an introduction for the West Coast feed.
Yeah.
I remember when I was working from home, I think the only people that had that number were my daughter's school and her preschool. So I knew that. So any time it rang, I knew it was them.
We've got a code. If my mum rings it, she's got a code to let us know, and then we answer it. But I think we unplugged it as well.
That's great.
Can you see the difference now? Just taking it a little bit shorter on the top.
Yeah. It's just getting a bit unmanageable when it's long because it's so difficult to like keep it in place. And
So it is. Your fringe is about this long. Do you want me to take any more off of your fringe? Because it will go over like that.
I think that's all right.
That's okay. Would you like any wax or gel one?
You can put a bit of wax in it.
Yeah.
I don't normally put stuff in it. Enhances it all.
You what? Sorry.
See if it enhances it all.
Oh right.
Seems like ages ago, doesn't it? That like lockdown was. It was
Oh
only
God,
a few years,
yes.
but like
4 years ago now.
No, it wouldn't be cheap. Just out of curiosity.
It doesn't seem that long ago though, does it? 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then this is over. We're definitely going out. It's Mary. I want to talk to Casey in London.
There you go.
great, thank you.
So you can move this bit around and then you can still move this bit across like that.
Yeah, that's great, thank you. It's much neater.
Okay.
I showed you the back, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just turn this off now.